How are coastal ecosystems affected by rising sea levels? If you have ever wondered how rising sea levels impact the delicate balance of coastal ecosystems, you are about to find out. Let us explore the effects in detail. Rising sea levels are causing significant changes to coastal areas. One of the most immediate effects is the loss of land. As sea levels rise, dry land can turn into wetlands or even open water. For example, in Louisiana, over 2,000 square miles of land, mostly wetlands, have been lost since 1932 due to rising sea levels. These wetlands are crucial for many reasons. They provide habitats for fish, birds, and other marine life. They also act as natural buffers against storms, protecting communities from erosion, waves, and flooding. Additionally, wetlands help mitigate climate change by absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. When these wetlands are lost, their ability to store carbon is reduced, and the communities they protect are left more vulnerable. Another impact is saltwater intrusion. As sea levels rise, saltwater can advance further upstream and inland into estuaries, wetlands, and aquifers. This can contaminate freshwater supplies, which is critical for both human consumption and agriculture. It also threatens aquatic plants and animals that are not adapted to higher salinity levels. Coastal ecosystems are also facing the problem of dead zones. These are areas where marine life cannot survive due to low oxygen levels in the water. This is often caused by nutrient runoff from land, which leads to algal blooms. When these algae decompose, they deplete the oxygen in the water, causing die-offs of fish, shellfish, corals, and aquatic plants. Rising sea levels and increased rainfall can exacerbate this issue by bringing more pollutants into coastal waters. The warming of coastal waters is another consequence of climate change. Over the last century, coastal waters have warmed, and this trend is expected to continue. This warming causes habitats of temperature-sensitive species to shift poleward. For instance, species like pollock, halibut, and rock sole in Alaska are moving northward as their habitats become too warm. This shift can lead to competition for limited resources, affecting the balance of entire ecosystems. Rising sea levels also lead to more frequent and severe flooding. Low-lying areas are permanently inundated, and the frequency, extent, and depth of tidal inundation increase. This affects not only the natural habitats, but also human infrastructure, including homes, businesses, and agricultural lands. In places like New York and New South Wales, the risk to developed areas and future developments is significant, with many communities facing increased vulnerability to coastal storms and flooding. In addition, the erosion of beaches and the loss of foreshore habitats are becoming more common. Sandy beaches recede and erode as sea levels rise, impacting local tourism and economies. Important habitats like mangroves and salt marshes, which are critical for many marine and land species, are also at risk. These ecosystems provide essential services such as flood protection, storm buffering, and water filtration, which would be expensive to replicate with human-engineered solutions. In summary, rising sea levels are profoundly affecting coastal ecosystems by causing land loss, saltwater intrusion, the formation of dead zones, warming of coastal waters, and increased flooding and erosion. These changes have far-reaching impacts on both the environment and human communities, highlighting the need for careful management and adaptation strategies to protect these vital ecosystems.